This is Daniel John Lee with Torah Restoration Ministries. It is the, what is today? Everything's blurring. It's August 6th. Yeah, it's Monday, August 6th, 2018. I think it's the 24th day of the fourth Hebrew month. I mean, it's the 23rd day. Anyway, so I really thought after I put up yesterday's video that I was going to, maybe be able to take a break for a couple days, maybe wait for new revelations to come down the pike, but nope. As I continue to investigate more deeper into this Hollywood pedophile thing, it just more and more stuff comes to light. So this is actually from an article by Fiona Barnett. I've talked about Fiona Barnett. She's a very reliable source because she's been speaking about this the longest. She's been speaking about this for years. She was abused along with another guy named David Schroeder many years ago by the Australian government. There's a pedophile CIA ring that's linked in Australia, and that's where she's from. And she was abused by Nicole Kidman's father. It's Nicole Kidman, the actress, the gal who used to be married to Tom Cruise. Her father abused her when Fiona was little. And Fiona actually is a very credible source because not only has she been speaking about this as a first-hand eyewitness for many years, but the Australian government actually had to pay her medical bills. They paid her medical bills. There was a cap on it, but they actually paid. So they sort of acknowledged that she had been actually abused. They had actually, not the government of Australia, but the board, some sort of board, it was either a medical board, I forget which board, actually wanted to talk to Nicole Kidman's father, but he fled to Singapore, I believe, and he died there. So Fiona actually has some legitimate credibility. She's been doing this for a long time. It took Yah using Isaac Cappy and what he's been doing to kind of get me suddenly woken up to all this stuff, and that's what's caused me to further investigate, which is how I uncovered Sarah Ashcraft and now Fiona Barnett. So this is from an article by Fiona Barnett. I'm going to post it below this video. She is a first-hand witness along with her friend David Schroeder, who is also a first-hand eyewitness to this. So Antonin Scalia, well, actually, first of all, before I say this is not a liberal versus conservative topic. It's not a Democrat versus Republican topic. It goes across the political spectrum. Because while Tom Hanks and Steven Spielberg and the owners of Voodoo Donuts may be liberal Democrats, I'm now going to talk about some conservative Republicans that I used to actually admire. So Antonin Scalia, or Scalian, however you pronounce his name, the conservative judge, Supreme Court justice, who died not too long ago. Okay, I really revered him like most conservatives and Republicans do because I thought he was a great judge. Turns out he was a violent pedophile and a Luciferian. And David Schroeder, who's friends with Fiona Barnett, he has first eyewitness accounts. He got raped by this man, Antonin Scalia. And Antonin Scalia actually died at a ranch known as the quote-unquote Boys Ranch. It's a ranch owned by John Poindexter. He's a third-generation Texan. And this Boys Ranch is a place where basically they bring in little boys for famous people to go. They'll pay lots of money to go to this huge ranch down in Texas and play with little boys. The people that have visited this ranch, and this is where Antonin Scalia died. What really happened to Antonin Scalia, which I knew something was weird about his death because he died and the family refused to have an autopsy done, and the medical examiner just simply declared, his cause of death, and there was no medical examination done. None. Well, here's why. He died at that ranch because he was in the middle of raping a 13-year-old boy, and that 13-year-old boy didn't like what was happening and slit the judge's throat. So that's why the family didn't want the autopsy to be made public or to have it done properly. The type of people that have gone to this ranch, this pedophile ranch: Bruce Willis, Tommy Lee Jones, Randy Quaid, Dick Cheney. I already knew Dick Cheney was a complete sexual pervert. His daughter's a lesbian, and I've always known something was wrong with him. Charlie Sheen. All these people go to this ranch where Antonin Scalia died, was killed by a child that he was trying to commit pedophile on. So anyway, John Poindexter, who owns this ranch, he's part of this this club. It's known as the Hubris. It's in the article, you can read about it. I think it's called the Hubris, Order of Hubris. Anyway, the United States branch, their first meeting happened at the Bohemian Center or something that's located in San Francisco. They own the Bohemian Grove. And when Fiona Barnett was just a little girl, she and her friend David Schroeder, they were trafficked from Australia to the Bohemian Grove. This is where Billy Graham raped Fiona. Okay, Billy Graham was a serial pedophile, and he was recommended to rape Fiona from Richard Nixon. Richard Nixon also raped Fiona in the back of a CIA-owned plane that Richard Nixon was on while he was president. So Richard Nixon and Billy Graham, they raped Fiona. Billy Graham actually raped Fiona at the Bohemian Grove. So this is all connected. So again, it's not Republican or Democrat, liberal or conservative. Both sides of the political spectrum, both ideologies are plagued by this pedophilia. It's sick. So again, Antonin Scalia was a Luciferian and a pedophile. Bruce Willis, pedophile. Tommy Lee Jones, pedophile. Randy Quaid, pedophile. Dick Cheney, pedophile. Charlie Sheen, pedophile. Oh, Mick Jagger also pedophile. They all went to this boys' ranch where pedophilia is known to be done. So it's sick, and these guys are raping little boys. That's why it's known as Boys Ranch. May these people be destroyed. I mean, I used to love to go see a good Bruce Willis movie or a good Tommy Lee Jones movie or a good Randy Quaid movie. I loved all these actors. Never gonna go see their movies ever again. Sick. May they be exposed. May Tom Hanks and Steven Spielberg be exposed. May these people be arrested. Oh yeah, protect our children. This is Daniel John Lee with Torah Restoration Ministries. I'm going to keep making these videos as long as Yah continues to help me in this investigative pursuit as I uncover more and more of this stuff. It's got to be brought to light. Shalom.